Ah yes, we are finally in that part of China where you can just be in a random village and then suddenly there is a gigantic piece of ancient architecture. Y'all, how extra can you get? Hiring a crane for your wedding? Even these villagers in a random market in Inner Mongolia know about Charlie Kirk. I'm Catherine from the US, and this is my husband Asajan from the farthest west of the farthest west of China. For the past 2 months, we've been biking across North China. From the Russian border in Heilongjiang to the North Korean border in Jilin to the scenic coasts of the Liaoning Peninsula, we've already covered over 1,500 kilometers. Today, we are finally saying goodbye to the coast and heading to the quiet countryside of Inner Mongolia. From weddings to funerals. 那个车跟真车一样大吗? From wholesome happy moments to outright tragedies. This is my consolation prize, to look at the confetti on the ground. This is our journey to Inner Mongolia. Today's vlog begins in an obscure little village on the outskirts of the Red Wetland Park. We spent hours yesterday afternoon biking for miles and miles through its otherworldly red landscapes. It's been nice to be able to bike 100 kilometers in a day, feeling as though we're being carried by the breeze because the ground is so flat. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really looking forward to the craggy topography we'll be seeing in a couple days. Inner Mongolia, here we come. 哎呀，我好像第一次听到猫驴叫呢。All the rural China mascots are coming out right now.
开花呀！好啊，这这。今年啊，他呢？美国不是爬过来长的？
美国人各种各样的都有呗。
你岁数不大呀，多大岁数啊
？30。
30像小孩呢。
玩玩啊
Hello
你干啥去了？油过来的，汽车站溜溜吧。
我们骑车，我们已经出来58天了，59天。
This route we're following is not only bringing us beautiful craggy mountain scenery and super friendly villagers, it's also full of cool architecture. This beautiful specimen right here is the Cuiyanshan Temple. A temple was first built in this spot during the Han Dynasty about 2,000 years ago, but several rebuilds have happened over the centuries because it's hard for anything to last that long, except the rocks themselves. We are finally in that part of China where you can just be in a random village and then suddenly there is a gigantic tower. This is Qingfeng Pagoda, one of the dozens of beautiful Buddhist structures built all around this region during the Liao Dynasty over 1,000 years ago. Thanks to great restoration and upkeep work, it is a magnificent landmark on this landscape. We also saw similar structures in the neighboring cities of Jinzhou and Chaoyang, but I have to say this one was definitely my favorite. It looks so regal standing amid all of the fields and mountains. It really owns the landscape with no skyscrapers around competing for attention. A few hours later, we reached Chaoyang, our last city in Liaoning before we enter Inner Mongolia. We paid a visit to Qingfeng Pagoda's brother and then got on the road the next morning. Unfortunately, it is another one of those kind of days, because what I thought was going to be a 2-minute dirt road ended up being a mud pit that led to literally nothing. So it's like so hot outside, and like if it was July then okay, but there's something about it being this hot in the middle of September that just makes you angry. This is from pushing my bike through a muddy road for literally 30 seconds. Literally 30 seconds, and this happened. Today just sucks. Like I'm ready to get to Inner Mongolia. 骑行太消耗能量了，但是我们在偏远的地方吃饭不方便，所以我们会带一些零食或者水果。走到哪儿景色好，环境舒服，就来个小夜餐。今天呢，我们吃一个 S&WDeluxe 黑金蜂蜜菠萝，又健康又美味。菲律宾进口的，不用挖盐，不用泡盐水，直接吃就是纯甜。
这个菠萝真的太好吃了，特别细腻，而且口感我觉得比较像个西瓜，
一点都不涩口，而且好甜好甜，
好甜好香好美味呀！我就想每天骑行都吃这个呀。
这菠萝不用灌溉，全部靠雨水，特别原汁原味儿。艾萨詹老家也是为产水果出名的，他走到哪儿就要对比水果，说他怀念他老家的味道。那这次呢？
我走了10秒钟，调整一下镜头，他全吃完了。
小朋友，你是否有很多问号？
还好他们家菠萝很大，所以切出来了2个盒子。
这是我吃过的最好吃的菠萝。
这个菠萝不仅好吃，不仅补充能量，维生素和矿物质特别丰富，有助于消化，增强免疫力。这个时代，大家特别喜欢吃各种各样加工甜品、饮料等等，但是我们不要忘记大自然的美味。
这就是。
Getting some new subscribers today.
那美国不更好吗？我就在这等你，就这马甲来拍个圈来。
美国现在日子没那么好过了，好不好？这不是80年代啊！
提醒美国明年。
美国现在不潇洒吗？
美国现在日子没那么好混，好不好？
这个狗可爱，看。
Somebody's guard dog has not gone through training yet. You're supposed to bark at me. You're supposed to be angry. You're supposed to be like, grrr.
好孩子。
This guard dog can be bought with food. The owner's coming out. So according to the map, we were going to have a really long winding route over the top of this mountain. But actually, they just built a tunnel here. Like, this thing is fresh out of the womb. Cars aren't even allowed in it yet, but bikes and motor scooters can go in. Look at this. Brand new, fresh tunnel. We are one of the first ones to experience this beautiful thing. The Inner Mongolia sign! Yay! I feel very intrigued by the funeral customs around here.
人老的时候就烧那个牛马，不害怕吗？
害怕什么呀？
你见这个不害怕？
这个可爱啊！
男的就烧这个2匹马，一个车；女的烧2匹马加个牛，再是个车。
那个车跟真车一样大吗？
没有车没有那么大，车就是这么大，4方的。
啊，
对，纸壳的。
那一个多少钱呀？
这都另套的，一套600-700块钱。人老的时候就这样，马拉车就拉着他走了。
You really can't have it all, guys. We were so fascinated by these horses that we stayed and chatted with the owner for a while and missed out on another interesting thing happening right down the street. Finally arrived in the little town we are staying at tonight. Looks like someone got married. Hello, hello. 错过了呀。你看他们那个腿儿，哎呀，赖晚了。
他这个腿蛋呢？
哎呀，你晚来几分钟啊？
Ah! There was just a huge wedding parade 5 minutes ago, and we missed it. We missed it. I usually have such good luck when it comes to running into this kind of stuff, but it ran out today. I'm so devastated right now. Will you look at all the scraps? This must have been like the most exciting thing ever. I remember a few minutes ago seeing explosions in the distance and being like, oh yeah, there must be like a wedding or funeral or something, but I didn't know it was like this big of a shindig, and we missed it! 明天还有没有？后天还有没有呀？
明天就没有了。有，别骗美国人朋友。
还给人吓吧你！
美国人，美国朋友，新疆朋友。
我想让你俩帮我帮下宝宝拍张照片。
She's like, take a picture with my baby.
你帮我抱，我想给你俩照一张。来，宝宝。来。
Say hello to my Ace John's new son.
宝宝和妈妈。哎呀。
这是女儿还是
儿子？儿子看妈妈。
儿子？
过来。宝贝，宝贝。
好啦，我的。
谢谢啊。阿姨，拜拜吧。
拜拜拜拜。
小朋友指甲太长了，他直接老抓。
This is my consolation prize. To look at the confetti on the ground. Ironically, the hotel we'd booked for that night was literally right outside the carnage from the parade, taunting us all night and into the next day about our failure to record this fascinating community ceremony. But at least we did get a consolation prize. Y'all, how extra can you get? They hired a crane for their wedding so they could have a longer firecracker string. Love that. Literally anything that an evil spirit could potentially ruin, roll out the firecrackers. And for something as important as a wedding, well, that calls for extra firecrackers. John ran all the way over there. That's right, the festivities are still continuing. We managed to encounter the groom and wish him a happy wedding, and he even invited us to join the lunch banquet. Classic Northeast hospitality. Instead of showing our wedding pictures to a new friend we met at the banquet. It was so nice of the bride and groom to invite two completely random strangers to their banquet, and we wish them a happy future together.
对他们家也有枪。
我的父亲有个枪。
中国不让吃枪。
The children are fighting. One of them's like, I get better grades than you. And the other one's like, I'm better at PE than you. And the other one's like, well, my family's rich. And then the argument dies immediately.
你有没有家里有当过兵的呀？
没有。
我有呀，
当过兵啊？
美国内战当过兵，200年前的事儿差不多。
你们没有跟我干的。所以你们有没有亲戚是参加过抗美援朝的？
我们家好像没有呀。The kids asked Ace John why he's so hairy, and he's like, DNA.
就像他们的眼睛是蓝色的，蓝的。
你们想长胡子吗？
不想。
你们喜欢干干净净的？我喜欢这样子。We are on our way to the milk tea shop. There is a milk tea shop in this tiny, tiny town.
他都是精神。
哇，这很有年代感。
你的自行车怎么比他们？
啊！我的自行车坏了，只能骑这种了。来，这块可以选的。
那你们推荐啥呀？
吃。
Encounters with friendly kids pretty often, but this was the first time that they went through so much trouble to keep a memory of the moment, and I think that is so adorable.
Time to say goodbye to our local tour guides. Sad moment.
See you.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Fall is here. I saw it with my own eyes. This is the ultimate rural China fall aesthetic.
Now that autumn is coming, it is time to harvest the things that spent all spring and summer growing. Around every corner are mushrooms and grains drying. Basketball courts, roads, driveways, all sorts of flat spaces are being used to sort grains back and forth. It feels like being surrounded by a bunch of those sand rake Zen garden things.
We're at the market.
中国好吗？
好呀。
在中国落户我可别回去了。你看看你们美国也乱透了。
就这2天确实很乱。
嗯，中美国
乱了透了，不能回家。
你天天看美国
老外在中国那个安家落户啊。
你们美国有一个学生演讲，那不有点遭到枪击了吗？
啊，对对对。They're talking about Charlie Kirk.
演讲去了，演完之后。
那个人他自己说，为了能够保护我们吃肠的权利，每年牺牲几个命是值得的，对吧？最后他也牺牲了，所以美国网上大家都在吵。Y'all, even these villagers in a random market in Inner Mongolia know about Charlie Kirk.
I don't know, I guess I'm kind of honored that in over 200 countries in this world, the one that I'm from is the one that people are so captivated by. The potential conversation topics are never ending. I'm so excited to share our upcoming journey with you in the next vlog. Not just the beautiful scenery, but also the continued encounters with friendly locals. Chatting with strangers helps keep this journey even more interesting, and we are grateful to everyone who takes the time out of their day to talk to us, even if they say something weird. Thanks everyone for joining us on our journey to Inner Mongolia. We love sharing all these random little unseen corners of rural China with you, and even more are coming up in the next video, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it, and I will see you then.